know what racism means, right? Racism is basically, a systematic thing. You can also look at racists like this, right? That's the reason why they call racists. They call people racists because a racist is a constant motion, right? So you're basically chasing all the time, chasing after what other people have, chasing after the status that other people have, right? When you recognize that somebody's greater, you are racing towards that greatness so that way you could be not only as great, but greater than them. It's a psychological thing. That's what a racist is. A racist is jealous, okay? A racist is always going to be jealous because they are not up to a level that they want to be. So they're going to look for somebody that's in a better level than them, and then they're going to try to tear that person down and then take that person's spot because they are jealous that they're not in that spot. Racism is a systematic thing, so that way, psychologically, they can tell you that you're this when you're really that. Racism goes way deeper than what people think. It's not just one definition to racism. You can look at racism from a different perspective. Racism is not discrimination. Discrimination is discrimination. If somebody tells you that they hate you because of the color of your skin, sorry to say, that's not racism. That's discrimination and they should get their ass whooped. But other than that, racism is oppression. That's what racism is. Racism is something that all of us are dealing with because all of us have social security cards. Even though social security cards are like slave numbers in a fucking auction. Why is that? Because we're basically collateral. Every single year that you've been on this country, that's $1 million added to your collateral. I've been on this country for 22 years, 23 actually. So that means my collateral is $23 million. They could sell me for $23 million if America is in debt, and they could do the same thing to you. That's what racism is. And the more and more we start thinking like that, the more and more the higher ups are in trouble, right? Because let's take this for instance, right? Nationalities. Everybody calls each other, if you black, right? Or if your skin is dark, you call yourself black or African American, right? But little do you know, blacks, African Americans, Americans, whites, Latinos, you feel me? All of those nationalities are nothing but statuses and it has nothing to do with your skin color. They made it that way so that way you can focus on skin color and not focus on what's really going on. As you can see, black is a status for poverty. And it makes no sense for you to be an African American because how the fuck can you be a resident? How the fuck can you be a resident in a continent in a different continent and in a different country at the same damn time? It's either you're American or you're African. It doesn't make sense to say that you're African American if Africa is a whole damn continent within itself. You being American is actually you being a native to a country, not a continent. So that's the reason why African American never made sense. And I don't know why dark skinned people or the original people of the land call ourselves African American because it's stupid. Just like white is stupid. White is a status too. White means the majority, right? Black means minority. White means elite. It's just mind games. It's mind games that they're actually doing and they're actually playing with y'all. I don't even know what the fuck a Latino is, to be honest, because Latinos is black. I don't know why. Latinos is a part of the Olmecs. They are literally black people. You feel me? They're black people. I know some motherfucking Latinos in South America that look darker than me, and I'm more of a dookie brown color. So I know good and well there's no such thing as a damn Latino. Latino was created in the early 1900s. That's how fucked up this system is. All right. There's a reason why we call each other black, or there's a reason why they call us black. It's because we be lacking about the knowledge of who we are. That's why they call us black. Black is just another word for dumbass. And we need to stop calling each other black because that's not us. We are the original Moors and the motherfucking black Jews that's actually controlling this whole entire freaking system. They are the dirty Moors. And they don't belong on this planet because they don't have the birthright like we do, the original Masons of the planet. Okay? You got to get through to that. And a lot of y'all that actually come up to me and tell me about myself, right? Or try to at least talking about, oh, well, you used to be Christian and, what happened to you being religious and in Christianity and you grew up in church and shit like that, right? Let me tell you something. I thought the plan was for us to seek the truth. Hell, half of the damn Christians, black Christians at that, they're in church so that way they basically don't want to go to hell. They are in church and they are praising God and they are reading the Bible. They are religious because they are afraid of hell. Let's just call it what it is. They read what hell was in the Bible, nigga. They ain't want that shit. They ain't want no parts of hell. Just think about it. But if you basically have any sort of multiplicity in your thinking, you would realize that hell is literally what we're living in right now. We are living in hell right now. The original people of the land, this is hell to us compared to our heaven, which is the sky, right? Because all of those other different planets and star systems and galaxies and shit, we are, right, the guardians of the galaxy. We went to different motherfucking time zones and different planets, balancing out the frequency in each planet that we actually go to, trading resources, crossbreeding, doing all of this extra shit so that way the frequency can balance out because balance is perfection. This is what we were doing. That was the heaven that we knew, and we were called angels or the Nephilim. This was us. Here's what I believe who Jesus is. Jesus is Enlil from the ancient Sumerian text, right? From the ancient Sumerian tablets, from the ancient Sumerian mythology that they actually write down. And I already know what people gonna say. Why the fuck he keep talking about mythology? Why? Because if you literally, Bobby Hemming even said this on one of his videos. Myth is Mutu, right? Mutu means true sayings. And Mutu, the word Mutu was in the motherfucking Egyptian wall, right? And if you look at the word mystery, if you basically say that shit slow, you will literally say my story. Not his story, my story. Every single mystery that you know, nigga, is true. They hide it so that way you won't wake up to the BS. You feel me? The true Yahweh is Enlil. The person that had the birthright, the God that had the birthright that we, the original people, have descended from is Enki. Enki. He's another ancient Sumerian god in mythology, in Sumerian mythology. Enki is Enlil's brother, twin brother at that. You've read it in the Bible. You've read it in multiple stories in the Bible. Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, Isaac and Ishmael. Shall I continue? But then when I actually talk like this, now I'm disrespecting a religion. No, a religion was disrespecting me and my mindset because they judge me. Same way that they would judge you if you actually would believe something other than their religion. Hell, it even says rely in religion. Why would you rely on something if you could rely on yourself? You've been relying on yourself all this time. Why would you rely on something outside of yourself? The God that is inside the Bible is Enlil. That's the God that they're talking about because that God is a jealous God. Why the fuck God would be jealous of his own creation? That don't make sense. If God knew everything, why the fuck did God ask questions in the Bible? Think about it. Something ain't adding up. If God is everything, he should have been the God of the living and the dead. Because everybody has to die, right? So dying is a part of life. So how come this God told you that he's the God of the living and not the dead? That's because he is a subordinate deity. We are higher than the God that's in religion. We got higher rank because we have a birthright. He doesn't. As you can see, we are the ones that suffer right now because it was his master plan to have his descendants destroy us. And then they take over. That's the real racists right there. And Leo's kids. Those are the real racists. You want to talk about somebody being racist? There you go. And I feel for white people. Why do I feel for white people? Because white people believe that we are all the same, right? Every black person that they see is the same damn person. They are not. So, sorry to say white people, but we are not. You're mad at the higher ups because the higher ups is telling you what to do to us. So you take your anger out on us by beating us, killing us, because in your mind, we are the same people as the higher ups that's forcing you to do this to us. I know the game. Does that mean that I know everything? I don't. I'm still learning myself. But everything that I learn, I come to this with it, right? I basically take it with a grain of salt if it makes sense to me. And then I tell the people that don't know this information, right? Because it has everything to do with what's about to go down. Because remember, the system is over with. What's about to go down is a totally different path. Forget a new world order. You feel me? Forget that new world order. Well, how come a new world has to be ordered? Who the fuck ordered a new world? What's wrong with this one? Mother Kai don't need a twin. Mother Kai is just fine. She's just trying to kick your ass off the planet. That's what it is. And you don't like that shit. So guess what? You're gonna try to do everything and anything to try to keep us sleep. This whole fucking thing is definitely an illusion because we working for dollars that's not even real commerce. Real commerce is gold. Why do you think every single time somebody ponders or pawns like small gold, they get thousands and thousands of dollars out of it, especially if it's real? How you think billionaires and trillionaires get their money? It wasn't because of their damn business. Stop it. That's because they don't need paper money. They have galactic currency. They don't need money at all. But you do because you believe that money is real. That's the crazy part. Like everybody believes that money is real commerce. And now when I see people with money, it's just like, bro, this shit is fake. This is super fake, man. Why do we kill each other over this fake shit? We would kill each other. We would deceive each other. We would lie to each other. We would step over one another for fake paper with materialistic fake shit that you're not gonna have when your body dies upon you, right? And death is not even real. Death ain't real because if you basically take the word die, right, and flip it backwards, it's basically ID, my nigga. Like, that's your true self. That's your true identification. Your true self is when your body is laid down to rest to the point where your soul comes out of your body. Your soul is the true you. I don't understand. And I've been told y'all about the soul when I actually did my video on numbers, right? And how math and numbers is basically one of the most important things when it comes to spirituality. You think I'm lying? I have a first, middle, and last name. The amount of letters that's in each name is 6, 6, 6, 6, right? Which equals carbon. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. The 3, the 6, and the 9 is the most important numbers of the cosmos. 1999 is when I was born. 999, right? That's a huge number. 9 represents completion. So to have 3 of them, you know that is a major definition. 0605, right? That's my month and day. 6 plus 5 equals 11. That's a master number. And when you look up master numbers, you'll understand the reason why these numbers are inside of just my birthday alone. Everything happens for a reason, man. And if you really don't think you have a soul contract, if you really don't think that shit is supposed to line up the way it's supposed to be, then why the fuck did my mother and father fill out my birth certificate 2 days after I was born? Exactly 2 days. That is 6/7/1999. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 is the so-called lucky number of the god. It's a divine karmic number. Look it up. And all of these numbers that I'm basically breaking down is numerology, advanced mathematics. This is what it is. Figuring out my life path number. Okay, let's do it. 6 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. That's 39. 3 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Life path number 3. That's me. And that's the reason why I'm here talking to y'all right now. You feel me? I don't really talk much. I don't talk much about deep things in person because I don't know how to do that. I have to work on that because not a lot of people can take what I'm saying in person because then they'll believe that I'm crazy, which I don't give a damn. I just don't want to hear they damn mouths. You feel me? I hear enough people in one day. It's time for me to hear my own voice and for me to say whatever the fuck I feel like saying. And we just chilling right now. I'm just dropping gems out of nowhere. Like this is just me. There's no specific topic that I'm actually talking about. I'm talking about a lot of different topics. That's the reason why with the whole Enlil situation, right? The Enlil and Inky situation. I brought up the whole Avengers Endgame because it makes so much sense. The motives that Thanos had is the similar motives that Enlil had for us. The original people are the Avengers, man. We avenged the land. Thanos, on the other hand, what did Thanos want to do, right? He wanted to start all over again. He wanted to make a new world. New world order. Get it? And peep this, right? I'm about to go off track. Remember when I was talking to y'all about racism? KKK, right? The KKK members, there's a reason why they have 3K in their name. And it's not because of what you know of what KKK is. Everything that the KKK do is a fucking ritual for us. Think about it. 666, carbon, KKK is to kill carbon. Now, why would they actually put K 3 times if they didn't know what the hell was going on? Y'all better wake up out there, man. Y'all better wake up out there, man. Look, I definitely don't know what the future holds, right? But I can make a good ass prediction, and probably 50% of my prediction is going to be right based on what I know already. And remember in my last video that I told the females, right, that they were actually creating something huge, right, based on female energy. If you look at certain conscious people's pages, right, you will see that somebody tried to actually create a portal. And I wonder how he tried to do that, or they tried to do that, right? Messing with matter, messing with energy, messing with shit that they don't got no business messing with. Certain conscious people know what I'm talking about because they've seen it on social media already. I told y'all that Roe v. Wade thing is just basically taking y'all damn energy because they are up to something. They're trying to get out of here. They're trying to escape. So they are making portals and they don't really know what the fuck they doing, to the point where that portal can basically soak up all of their damn technology, including them, because they have no idea what they are doing. Y'all better be careful, man, because everything that they do is a spiritual thing. This has nothing to do with the government. This has nothing to do with their laws. This has nothing to do with their damn system, because their damn system is over with. And I'll say that shit 1,000 more times if I need to, in order for you to get it through your young, thick skull that you don't need to worry about shit about the government and about the Supreme Court. Especially when it comes to spiritual law. You cannot tell nobody that they can't make a decision, because even if it is against the law, they could still make that damn decision. It's called free will. And if we are the land of the fucking free, then how come we don't have free will? Because laws are in place to not have free will. And that's the reason why you have crazy psychos out here that actually abandon those free will, those laws, right? Because they grew up, they grew up so, how can I say it? They grew up without expressing themselves for who they are. Why is that? Because you have a damn order around this bitch telling people that they need to do the same exact thing that other people do, even though everybody is unique in their own way and everybody is different. That's the reason why you have criminals. That's the reason why you have rapists. That's the reason why you have psychopaths. It's because you're condensing them into this space to where they have to actually follow the rules, even though those rules have traumatized them. So they're going to traumatize somebody else. They're going to do something even more traumatizing to somebody else because they are traumatized based upon the system itself. But it's still free will, right? It was their actions that got them there. But what led up to those actions? Please tell me, because everybody had to grow up. Everybody had to grow up, and everybody had a life throughout that time of growing up. So what the fuck happened while they grew up that made them do traumatizing shit to other people? You tell me. It's a lot to think about. But when it comes to this system, since when it isn't a lot to think about. That's the reason why it's done with. It's over with. And we could go back to the way things are, or the way things were, but in an evolving manner, right? Because we're not going back to the Egyptian day, right? We're not going back to ancient history. We're not going back to those days. We're going to evolve, right? If you think our shit was advanced in ancient time periods, then you haven't seen shit yet. You haven't. You haven't discovered a thing yet. In the future, you will definitely know. You will definitely know that this shit has evolved immensely. And I can't wait to see it. In Egyptian mythology, this is literally Khepri at its finest, growing its fucking wings and flying. That's why my name is Euphony the Khepri. Euphony because of the great vibration, right? Because of the great sound waves, which we are fucking waves, right? The Kepler, the waves that will evolve into something perfect, to where they represent the nine, the wholeness, the completion of the cosmos. Right now, we're just agents that's in a fucking cocoon, and we're trying to hatch to turn into this butterfly. As far as relationship goes, right? As far as relationships, there is a huge war out here. I honestly don't know why we are attacking each other. And this goes for men and women, but we need to stop, because I don't give a damn what anybody says, right? You could say you don't need a man all you want to. You could say you don't need a woman all you want to. But when it comes down to it, Our asses need each other. Fuck the bullshit, okay? Our asses need each other. So whatever y'all be saying about men or whatever y'all be saying about women, y'all need to stop on both sides because it's not taking y'all anywhere. What good does it do to say, oh shit, I don't need men. Men are dogs. Men are this. Men are that. What good is it to say, oh, women are bitches and hoes. Women, you can't trust women out here these days. Women are this and women are that. What does that do for you? How can that satisfy you? Everything that you put out into the universe will come right back at you. So if you decide to be judgmental to a whole damn gender, then what makes you think that that gender is going to come to you? Especially if you single and you know deep down in your mind that you're looking for somebody to actually settle down with. The universe ain't going to do shit for you. I'll be like, oh yeah? Okay, I'm going to wait until you actually realize, my nigga, that you need this other gender. That's why I call it a force of intelligence, my nigga, because they know everything that we do. They say you can't hide from God, right? The eternal God knows everything because you are a part of that everything. Where you think you get your brain from, your nucleus from? Two sides of the fucking brain? That's because it's two sides of the damn vibration that flows together and makes it matter. That's why matter has two T's in it, motherfucker. In the middle. And in the word matter, you have M-A in there. Mama, or Mayat. Mayat is the wing of Isis, my nigga. Isis is the mothership. She is the mother, or what Rod Hayes like to call it, Big Mama. Whether you like to call her Isis, whether you like to call her Mayat, whether you like to call her Big Mama, whether you like to call her Inanna, right, from ancient Sumerian text, same damn person. But look, man, I love y'all regardless, right? Because no matter what you believe in, right, there's some truth to every single truth. And that's the reason why I'm open to everything, right? I'm open to everything. And there's a reason why I believe what I believe in. Okay. Because even in the Bible, it says, I will give you the treasures of darkness, Isaiah 45. And that's the reason why you look at darkness every single time you sleep. Because the darkness that you're looking at is the origin of everything, the triple blackness of space. So that's the reason why I love everything, because everything came from beyond creation. And when I say everything, I'm talking about the am. And I am, because I is the soul, remember? So the soul is everything. That's what I am means. But y'all ain't get that. Y'all ain't getting that yet. You feel me? Y'all ain't getting that yet. Y'all need to rewind it. You feel me? Y'all need to rewind it. Because everything that I said before I actually explained what it was, y'all lost. Y'all was lost after that. They ain't slick, man. They ain't slick. I know how to play with words too, man. The oppressors is not slick, not by a long shot. Everybody watch your backs out there. Everybody stay safe. Everybody move to that positive energy, because that positive energy will definitely help you in the long run. I broke down before that the masculine is the negative energy and the feminine is the positive energy, because the feminine energy creates chaos, but the chaos is actually good chaos because it's multiplying at a rapid pace. It's multiplying in a rapid pace. We don't die, we multiply. Why? Because we come from that feminine energy every single time. We come from that portal every single time called the Ankh. And that Ankh is a representation of the vagina. It is the representation of the vagina. We multiply by actually opening up that portal every 9 months. Think about it. A mother has to wait 9 months in order for her to actually deliver. And the mother represents the feminine energy anyway. The negative energy is the masculine energy, because the masculine holds that feminine energy in place, and it makes that feminine energy choose one thing and manifest it with the masculine energy. Masculine energy forces that thought into a manifestation. It forces that intel into a manifestation. The masculine is the force, and it will always be the force. The feminine is the creating aspect of life. It will always be the giver and the creator. The masculine will always be the giver, right? Because he enforces to give. I'm going to give you an example. Men, we are providers. What do we provide? Guidance. We force our guidance so that way the feminine energy can be able to actually create something. This is advanced shit, so stay with me on this, okay? Because I can only put it in words, because that's all we know. I can only put it in words, but some things you just can't put it in words, right? I be trying, but some things you just can't. The masculine blocks out all of the multiplicity, and it makes the feminine energy, it forces the feminine energy to only focus on that one thing, and both of them actually manifest. right? But that's what he gives the feminine energy. He gives the feminine energy the mindset or the guidance to focus on one thing at a time. So both energies are givers, but in a different way. Because I don't want to lose y'all here. Know who you are, man. Because when you know who you are, the faster you know who you are, the faster this shit is over with. The faster we can get out of this whole working the 9 to 5, working period, right? The faster we can get out of this system. And I can't wait until everybody knows this shit because everybody gonna be on the same damn page. When everybody's on the same damn page, then we can make a tremendous amount of change. But until then, just stay positive, y'all. That's my advice to you. I love y'all once again, and I'll see you in the next video.